Some intrigue today. Jose Quintana finally makes his first start.
Everybody in the White Sox organization loved him, and it was really hard to see him go.
On Andrew Benintendi, who digs into that, getting set to face Jose Quintana.
Benintendi flies one out to left. Tommy Pham gives some ground and puts it away, 1 out.
Here comes Tim Anderson, the shortstop.
That ball is smoked by TA, and it's a first pitch single.
Now Luis Robert Jr., who hit his 28th home run last night.
Tried to get inside on him, and Robert turned it around anyway into left field. Tim Anderson streaking for third.
Nice job by TA. Good read, and to make sure he got into third base. This is right in front of him.
Great chance here in the first. Eloy Jimenez with men at the corners.
Line drive over second base. The Sox are in the lead. Eloy Jimenez makes it 3 straight hits for the Sox. Well, actually 4 straight hits because Robert hit it twice.
That's right. 4 straight hits for the White Sox, and they've taken an early lead on the Mets, which they desperately needed. Facing Michael Kopech. Michael had a tough outing the last time out in Atlanta.
Brandon 1 for 7 in this series, had an RBI double last night.
And it's a swing and a miss off a slider toward the outside corner. And strikeout number 1 very quickly for Kopech.
And Kopech missing badly on the last 3 pitches to Francisco, winds up walking him. So here's Alonso trying to fight out one of the deepest slumps of his career.
Perfect. That's all you need to do.
First pitch swing, pop up right side. Elvis Andrus fighting the sun, and he barely wins.
I'm glad he won. I know Kopech loves it. Wow, that could have been tough.
After 1, it's the Sox 1, Mets nothing.
Second inning, Zach Remillard leads off against Jose Quintana.
Line drive into left. That's a hit for Remillard. And extra bases for Zach Remillard to lead off the second inning.
White Sox got something cooking here again in the top of the second, much like they did in the top of the first.
Colas on the ground to shortstop. Remillard took off and does get there. Lindor had a notion.
1 out for the White Sox, and here's Elvis Andrus.
Lifted to center field. Nimmo back, and he makes the catch. Elvis drives in the run. Remillard scores it. It's 2-0. Anderson, Luis Robert Jr., Eloy Jimenez coming up.
White Sox with a run in each of the first 2 innings against Quintana, making his debut as a Met. And that's it sharply, and Anderson's got his second hit of the day.
Well, I don't know what has happened to Tim Anderson this year, but this looks like prime Anderson to me, this series.
Now facing Eloy, who already has an RBI hit.
Double play ball right to McNeil. The flip to Lindor, and the rest is easy. 4-6-3 double play gets Quintana through the inning. Still 2-0 Chicago.
The splits for Kopech in the first inning. He had thrown more balls than strikes. That's now flipped. Bottom of the third inning, 2-0 White Sox on top.
Narvaez pulls one into right field, and he's got the Mets' first hit of the day. So a rare start for Omar Narvaez, and he takes advantage with a 1-out single. And Nimmo draws a walk, and the Mets have 2 men on. It's Pham, who worked a 3-1 count, then flied out his first time up.
Ripped to shortstop. Tim makes a beautiful play. Elvis on a short hop. That's a double play.
He did it all right.
Take that. Yeah, and he slapped that one hopper to Tim. It's a 6-4-3 double play.
Pham's coming out of the game. Canna's getting the instructional card, defensive card.
And McNeil's going to the outfield. Yeah.
And maybe Guillorme in the game.
Yeah, I mean he's had the groin injury that has slowed him down, but he certainly is running off the field like there's nothing wrong with his leg. So I'm not sure what this is all about. We'll get a report when we can. Popped up behind first. Alonso trailing out. McNeil coming in, and Alonso backpedaling and making the catch. Not an easy play at all.
You know, I've seen Pete many times have to try to make this play over the shoulder, and he knows that that position right there, even though he's tumbling or stumbling back, gives them 2 eyes on that ball and a much easier chance of getting that in the pocket. Boy, that was a fair ball.
So Quintana works around a 2-out hit, still 2-0.
Kopech has back-to-back strikeout.
Here's Narvaez, the 9-man.
And he hits one deep to right field. Back goes Colas near the wall, and it's out of here. Omar Narvaez with his first home run as a New York Met. And he makes like Alvarez by hitting one over the wall to cut the White Sox lead in half. It's 2-1. Drew Smith on to pitch for the Mets as we go to the 6th inning. Luis Robert, first man up against him. Drew hasn't pitched in 6 days. And Robert hits his first pitch down to first, and it goes by Alonso and into right field. Robert takes a hard turn and holds. A spinning ball that Alonso allowed to play him, and it goes as an error leading off in the 6th.
Well, just befuddled Pete, this ball. Like you said, Gary, off the end of the bat. He didn't know whether to come forward and go back. And, of course, when you go back, that spin is just going to exponentially get worse to deal with. He catches it off the end of the glove.
So that gives the White Sox the leadoff base runner and brings up Eloy Jimenez.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a base hit to right. Robert to third. He's going to have to stop there. Check swing. He didn't go. It's ball 4.
Bases are loaded on an error, a steal, a single, and a walk.
And now here is Yaz trying to drive the ball and bring home at least 1. This ball lashed by Grandal into right, and it's over the head of McNeil in right field. Throw to second, goes rolling on the infield. The Sox have scored a pair here in the 6th inning. It's 4-1.
Yaz pays it off. Great at bats by the guys up in front of him, and he hits this ball. Look.
I don't know if McNeil misjudged that ball or if he had a play on it, but at first I thought he had a chance to make a catch, and then it was over his head. Yeah, he misplayed it.
All started with the miscue by Pete and escalated from there.
There's one away. In the air left field side. This has some carry to it for Colas all the way back there. Canna makes the catch. Here comes Berger to score, and the Sox make it 5-1 here in the 6th.
2 down, runner at second base, and here's Elvis Andrus.
And Elvis ticketed for the alleyway in right center field, and a running try for McNeil. He can't get there. Elvis is tearing for third, and the Sox have made it 6-1 with a splash into third for Elvis Andrus.
Elvis puts a charge into that one. He's laughing. He loves that triple. The old guy getting a triple.
And McNeil having himself a rough inning in right field.
Yeah, McNeil gave it everything he had, but you can tell just by the way he reacts to the ball out there, it's not a natural position for him. Not that that was ever going to be an easy play.
Brandon Nimmo leads off for the Mets.
Line the other way by Nimmo, and that's down the line. A fair ball. Comes off the sidewall quickly, but Benintendi will throw it into third, and Nimmo's got a double. Leading off in the 8th inning.
Gregory Santos on for the 43rd time so far this year.
Here's Alonso 0 for 3 today. Nimmo at second with 2 down. And Pete takes one the other way from base hit. Nimmo around third. He'll come in to score. So Alonso poking one the other way for an RBI single to get the Mets a little closer. It's now 6-2. And win or lose today for the Mets, that is an important hit, just to get him something positive going.
Kendall Graveman on for the 43rd time so far this year. He'll look to come in and close it down here for the White Sox.
2 outs in the 9th inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. The Sox do avoid a sweep here in New York.
Great job today by Kopech.